So here we can see at initial condition our load is exactly 0. You can see here load is 0, load is 0. So motor at the starting, that will be at no load. So at no load we had calculated speed. Now we will add the speed. So now we had increased our load, so it is around 2, and here we can see it is around 500. So at that time we will measure the speed. So it is 2389. At that time my current is around 1.5. Voltage is at, it is a constant, so voltage will remain same, that is 207. Spring one was around 2 kg and another one was around 0.5 kg. One more reading we will take. So now it is, here we can see it is around 4 and this is around 1. Okay, so 4 and 1, that is the spring, and the speed is around 1900. Speed is around 1900. Okay. Voltage will be constant. Current we can measure here, it is around 2.2. Speed that we had calculated, that is 1900. The one spring is 4 and another one spring, that is 1.5 kg. So this is the 3 readings which is enough for the experiment. Now we will release the load. So this is the calculations. I will place the calculations here. 1, 2, 3 calculations. So voltage remain constant. Current that has changed 1 ampere, 1.5 ampere and 2.2 ampere. Speed that has changed 1900. Then slip, that is first at no load, that is 0, 0. At second time, that is 0, 2 and 0.5. So now here you can see whenever I am increasing the load, here you can see the load has been increased to the 4, that time my speed goes to the decrease. So the difference I will write here 0, 1.5 and 4 minus 1.5, 2.5. Torque, how can I calculate? The torque can be calculated with the formula. So S1, S2, we know the value S1, S2. So here it will be 0. Second thing, that is 1.5, so I will take here 1.5 into R, that is 10 into 9.81, so that may be around 1.15 into 9.81. So we will make calculation 1.5 into 10 into 9.81, so 147.15, that will be my torque, 147.15. Okay. Then for the second time I will calculate that S1 minus S2 is 2.5 into 9.81 into 10 centimeter. So that centimeter I need to convert into meter. So that may be a 0.1. Okay, so that may be 2.45. Here also that may be 1. We can recalculate for that one. 1.5 into 9.81 into 0.1, that will be 1.47 Newton meter. Now output power we will calculate here. So 2 into pi, here you can see 2 into pi into n, that is the speed 3100. So first of all here will be the 0, then that case into 2390 into torque 1.47, that is 22 divided by 60, so that will be 367, that means around 368. Then for this one we will calculate, that is 2 pi into 1900 into 2.45 divided by 60, so that is 488. I am taking little bit round figures. Now input power we can simply calculate with the help of V into I. So here V into I, that is 207. Then here 207 into 1.5. That is 310. Then for this case 207 into 2.2, that is 455.4. So now we will calculate the efficiency. So here we will get 0, then here we can calculate 310 divided by 368, so that is around 84%. Then 455 divided by 488, that is around 93%. So that is nothing but what the whatever all load test on the DC series motor. From that you can plot the graph for a speed versus current. So speed versus current means you can see the speed is increasing, current is increasing, your speed is decreasing. So that means you have a graph like that way, that your current is increasing but speed is decreasing. So that is the first characteristics. Then second characteristics we will draw for the torque. For the torque we can see torque is increasing, our current is also increasing. So that means torque and armature current, that characteristics we will see like a linear. And now torque versus speed I will draw here. Here I will take a speed and the torque will be here. So my torque is increasing but speed is decreasing. So similarly I will get the characteristics for the speed torque also like a inversely proportional. So this is all about the load test on the DC series motor. Thank you.